learning components of it. There's going to be an ophthalmologic hospital visit, and as well as a growth project working with some local students. And this will also be taking place. There is another component. There's the study abroad group that we partnered with at that location. They're going to be facilitating a lot of these interactions. The Moving Well projects will be taking place with some seniors that are in the area, and our faculty leaders are Dr. Oliveira, Professor Husen, and Regina Corvallo. So eligibility requirements: students, much like all the other programs that we have taken so far, must be a member of the Honors College, be at least 18 years of age or older, 3.5 overall honors GPA. If they're in the honors program, then they'll already meet that requirement. Commit to both courses. They won't be able to register unless they sign up for both. So that's one of the holds that we have. And there's a complete program application and there's an in-person interview. If you want to find more information about it, you can go to bit.ly/honors in Brazil with a capital H and a capital B. And this presentation is actually online as well. Just add Honors in Brazil Prezi at the end, and you'll be able to review this presentation as well. So the cost of the program, it provides airfare, housing, meals, and ground transportation, but the responsibility of the student will be the tuition and fees, any books needed, passports, related visa costs, health insurance, the meals that you take that are not included as part of the experience for the students, and any personal spending or travel souvenir money as well. Go ahead. And the most important things to remember are the deadlines. So travel dates, again, are March 5th through the 13th. The deadline is coming up October 23rd, so feel free to mention this opportunity to your students. Our materials themselves need to be all accepted, so the visa and all the outline information, the passport information, all needs to be submitted and recorded by December 1st. And if you want more information, you can email honorsinfo@broward.edu, and we'll be happy to answer any questions you may have. Unfortunately, I don't have as many photos because this is the first time we'll be doing this trip, so it's going to be a really great opportunity for students to kind of set the tone and engage in the community and take back all these great photos that we can report back next time.
We actually have both of our faculty leaders and all three of them, so if they want to say a word or two about what they're doing in their courses and things.
Good afternoon, everybody. It's a pleasure to be here. My name is Pedro Oliveira. I'm a philosophy professor here, and I'm originally from Brazil. And we do have a new partner, international partner in Brazil. It's a big institution. They have centers all over Brazil. And the headquarters is in Belo Horizonte. Belo Horizonte is located almost in the center of Brazil. And it's a big city, it's 5 million large population. And the idea of this program is to create a bridge between our students, honor students, with our partner students over there. We are going to provide community service to the population, to the community over there. Our students could be separated in 2 groups according to their interests, and some of them could go to provide help and services in ophthalmologic hospital, whatever they could help with. And another group is going to be working with elementary schools and helping the students in that community. And there is also a project for seniors. Brazil is a little bit culturally different from the US. In the US, the 50 and 60s old is the new young in the US. In Brazil, if you're 50 years old, you're done. You're put on the side, and there is nothing else that you can do. And all that experience that you have is lost. And we have a project there to help the seniors to be reintegrated into the community. And that's what part of the program is going to be related to. I'll be teaching an ethics course. There's a lot of ethical issues that we can observe in Brazil. And Professor Hausen is going to be dealing with the sociology, the sociological aspects that also there's a lot of things to learn about there in Brazil. So the program is going to run the entire semester, 16 weeks. but it's going to be because the trip is during the spring break. So in the first 8 weeks, we're gonna have a My Ethics course, okay? And we pretty much are going to finish the course before the trip, except for the final grade, okay? Then we have the trip where the students are going to apply what they learned with me in ethics over there. And over there, they are going to be introduced to the sociological problems, okay, in the field. And when they come, they have another 8 weeks, and that's going to be with Professor Hausen, and that's going to be sociology. So you have two courses that are going to be integrated that way, and the trip in the middle. When we come back from the trip, I'm going to use the journals and activities there to give the students the final grade. And they're done with me. And now they have a Professor Hausen. That's the next 8 weeks. They are going to deal with the sociological aspect of the whole trip. And just one more thing, and perhaps Professor Hausen wants to say one word or two, but this is almost a free ticket. You see, the airfare is paid for the college, for the Honors Institute. I mean, the lodging is paid for the Honors Institute. I mean, breakfast, everything, the tickets for the events that we are going to participate. So basically, what the students have to pay for the tuition for the courses, and if they already have a passport, is for the visa. If they need a visa, that is $160 to get a visa to Brazil. And then any extra
Health
money that you
insurance
need.
and some meals
Yeah,
as
the
well.
insurance and some meals, of course, but and then I mean I think it's a great opportunity. Okay.
That is a perfect overview, Silvera. You want to consider this kind of a scenario where you have an excellent field study, an approach where you are applying the content of a course in a field study way. Let me elevate it a little bit for you. Harvard University became famous for its ability to use case studies all over the world. We have just joined Harvard with this approach. Because as you heard, you'll have the ethical portions where you have a chance to look at all of the issues that are taking place and then apply those same principles to the Brazilian situation. Now, I have a beautiful part of it. We've gone on a trip, we are there in Brazil, we've looked at all the pieces, and we come back and we apply every single component, the content stuff that we're going to look in the textbook about, we will apply to what we've seen in Brazil. You can't have a more perfect application than that. And of course, it's Brazil. How can you lose?
Well, I didn't want to say anything about that, disrespect.
You can tell I'm excited about it. Because, I mean, I've gone to different parts of the world, Africa, New Zealand, but this one really captures my imagination. So.
I want to add something. Do not worry about the language. That's my first language actually, and I'll be in the trip helping you with all the translations. So don't worry that you do not speak Portuguese. The other thing is for the social component, the hospital where you're going to be applying or still preparing for your course, it's a hospital where students do the pracs for their training, and you will see all kinds of social aspects in the hospitals where people that have no money get the treatment and people that have money get the treatment, because it's one of the best hospitals they have for eyes. So both will go there and you will see both aspects. So that will be very interesting to see how health can change social aspects and any other things. Anyway, and for the school, you are going to be touring school, the kids probably with a teacher in English, you're going to be teaching and so on. But once you have been accepted into the program, we're also planning on doing preparations for the trip, where you're going to be speaking to other students there via Skype, and you can ask about the weather, how can I prepare for my trip, what should I pack, what to expect. So you're going to have that little interaction even before the trip via Skype. Okay, so don't worry if you are worrying about the language, no need.
Great.
Any questions?